for some crazy odd reason, I am not available to share this out on tonight. So as you guys begin to come on into the room, definitely populate your city and state where you are joining us from. We would greatly appreciate knowing where we are reaching on this Setup Sunday night. Again, my name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and I'm excited to be here with each and every one of you on tonight. So we have Fort Hood, Texas with us on tonight. We have Brooklyn, New York with us on tonight. And I wish I'd have known that, Dr. Regina, because I hit the button and I did not know that you could hear it, because both on YouTube and on Facebook, I could not hear it. So I do apologize for that. That's all good. We will definitely take the opportunity to restream this out to those who are going to be catching us on the replay. I did not have my chat open, so I did not see that feature, but come on into the room, guys. Go ahead and post your city and state. We will be welcoming you into the room. I may have to set a second co-host, Dr. Regina. If that is good with you, please give a thumbs up so that you can help me with allowing those into the room. And also, guys, again, go ahead and share this out. We have the post up all over Facebook. Tonight is going to be absolutely amazing. I don't even know how else to say it. I'm extremely excited. I have been waiting on this evening. We have had a crazy busy weekend working out, family time. Partners, family, all of that. And so I will ahead and get my screen up. You all know who.
Is it just froze for me?
Just him. And let me see if I can allow everyone to be in the chat. So hopefully, and if it is frozen, guys, please charge it to my internet. The devil is trying us hard on tonight. Trust me, he is trying hard on tonight, but we are not going to let it happen. Can everyone still see my screen okay? Okay, good deal. So we have my godmother and one of the most wonderful people in my life, Phyllis Darden, launching out of Holly Springs, North Carolina. We have also Taniko Chapman chiming in on tonight, relaunching on tonight. We have the beautiful Valerie Chapman launching and relaunching with us on tonight. We have Mercy All-Star relaunching with us on tonight. Dr. Regina Turner out of Brooklyn, New York, launching with us on tonight. Taisha Jones launching, relaunching with us on tonight. Myself, the brand master, launching on tonight. We have Elva Jade Jenkins out of Durham, North Carolina, launching on tonight. We have Donna. Now, let me jack this up real quick so she can love on me. Sepulveda, I hope I said that right, Donna, out of Hawaii, launching with us on tonight. Dale Purnell out of Henderson, North Carolina, launching with us tonight. Vane Lorenzo Baker out of Somerville, South Carolina, launching with us tonight. Dale D. Hale launching with us tonight. Daryl R. Banks out of Knightdale, North Carolina, launching with us tonight. So we decided to do this big collaborative launch, guys. I'm telling you, it was a God delivery that we wanted to come together and welcome and launch together as a team, as a family. So from what I can tell, we are reaching Missouri, Knightdale, Raleigh, Holly Springs, Henderson, Brooklyn, New York, Fort Hood, Texas. We are all over the map on tonight, and I am excited about it. So let's see if I can get this timer of mine to hush up. There we go. And I can bring down this particular screen here and see if I can get up the screen so that I can see these beautiful faces who have determined they wanted to come on screen with us tonight as we do this collaborative launch. Let's see if I can get that screen to show up. You guys know I have become proficient, right, in StreamYard, and now Zoom is a challenge for me. So work with me, guys. I think I have the gallery view set up. Is the gallery view set up? So those of you who choose to turn on your cameras, if you have no distracting backgrounds, go ahead and turn on your camera. Give us a nice wave. Thank you so much, Marcella, for having your beautiful face on here for us. Dr. Regina Turner for having your beautiful face on here. What's going on, Mercy All-Star? So good to see you, my lady friend. Hello, Dale D. Hale. What's going on? I'm about to jack this up. Neo, we're going to go with Kibra. We're going to work it out that way, okay? All right. So I should have set it up for you guys to be able to unmute yourself. Derek Ray, thank you all. So any of you, it's not a mandatory thing for you guys to turn on your screens tonight, but we would love to be able to see your beautiful faces and get that good energy on tonight. Tonight, I like to refer to as Setup Sunday so that we can set ourselves up going forward. This is the ultimate cash flow conversation on tonight, and I want you guys to take part in this conversation when called upon, if you are available, to give your good energy to us. Tonight, we will bring you some information that I promise you is life-changing, and that is no hype. You cannot unhear the information that you are going to hear tonight. I am so excited. I kid you not. All jokes aside, please receive my genuine energy. I am so excited to see each and every one of you on tonight, and I thank you for investing he has such a warm spirit. I don't even have to make this up. When you hear from him, when you see him, you will see what I'm talking about. The information that he is going to share with you guys, he knows 100% of it. And anything that any of us that are launching tonight don't know we can call upon him because he likes to have fun while giving that detailed information that a lot of times we really don't want to hear, right? But he makes it fun. We have a lot of fun making this money. We are on a path to become a household name. And if you don't want that, and that is not your energy, we're okay with you stepping aside. But understand, this party will keep going on and we will have a good time in your absence, but we hope you'll come back and join us. So what I would like to do is bring before you guys and introduce to some of you, reintroduce to others, but have you guys understand the passion in this man's heart. Charles Waymaker Ivory, do I have you on?
This information, I had a hard time getting on myself. My computer needed updating, all kinds of stuff. But we're here. We're here.
Absolutely.
So just let me know when you're ready to get started, and we're going to get this launch party going.
Well, I am absolutely ready to get started. I see many of our launching partners are on with us tonight. Some of them even chose to launch and invite their guests, even in their absence, because I know some of them are actually burning the midnight soon to be oil, but they are actually on their phones and on this call. So I'm really excited and thank them for that. We'll be able to hear from those who choose to speak and relaunch and welcome their guests after you go ahead and get started with your part of this.
Well, that's great. And I see we got some heavy hitters on the line. So you know me, I love the testimonies of this group. And so since they here, let me get them warmed up. We got Derek Ray out there from Augusta, GA. I would love to hear from him later, so I want to warm him up. We got Tanico, and Tanico has been blazing the trail. So I want to hear from him too tonight, as well as yourself, Martina. I mean, you have came into this business and turned things around. So man, you know, I'm gonna have to hear from you as well. Okay. Yes. If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Hey, well, let's get this thing started. I know it's late for some, And I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible, but I want to make sure that you guys understand why you're here. So if somebody invited you to this platform today, it's because we want to share some life-changing information. And I am a product of this product. This opportunity has totally changed my life. So I'm going to ask you, if you are a guest tonight, please grab pen and paper, because I don't know what I'm going to tell you tonight, but whatever it is going to be valuable to you. I promise you that. We're going to show you how valuable this opportunity is to you. And no matter what happens after this, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. But your life is going to change from a decision that you make tonight. Tonight, your life will change from a decision you make tonight, good or bad, but the opportunity is provided for everybody. So let me just kind of explain who I am. I am a regional director with a company called MWR Financial. I am also the proud member of an organization called the Extra Digit Movement. And we also have another organization called Our Legacy Movement, where the hour stands for One United Reality. And that reality is wealth is possible. And that's what we want to show you here today, that wealth is possible for everyone. See, I want you to have an open mind tonight. I want you to forget about everything that you ever heard or thought you learned about money. We finna change the game, and we're gonna break this thing down. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to gain wealth with the money that you have right now, using your current situation. Yes, you too, everybody on this Zoom can become wealthy. And I know that because that's what the book says. You know, I got Dr. Regina Turner, and she knows my favorite scripture is Deuteronomy 8:18, that God gives us the ability to create wealth. But the problem is, good people, nobody has ever taught us how to create wealth. See, in America, we grew up in a system to where you have to go to school, you have to make good grades, get into college, make more good grades, get a good job with some benefits, and then you can be successful in America. Well, listen, I'm telling you, there are many people that has followed that blueprint and still living paycheck to paycheck. And I was one of them that was living paycheck behind the paycheck. Now, I did my schooling in the military because I couldn't afford to go to college right after high school. But I did the next best thing, and I served my country for 24 years. So I dedicated myself. So I had that part right. And I went in early and I stayed late, you know. So I had that part right, and I worked hard. But I still found myself living paycheck behind a paycheck, because during my journey in the military, I had got married, I had kids, and money was tight. And I got myself in a lot of trouble using credit cards for emergency funds. But as I climbed up the ranks and things got better for me, I ended up retiring after 24 years living paycheck to paycheck. And I was thankful for it, because my money did go from paycheck to paycheck. So I did get to the end of the month and was able to recoup. But that's not the lifestyle that you want to live. And I'm just going to put my phone on mute for a minute. That's not the lifestyle that you want to live. So fast forward 12 years after I retired, I ran into a gentleman called Brian N. Bean. And I'm going to pull up a couple of slides here if the host will allow me to share my screen. And I'm going to show you some things that he taught me on how to become wealthy. So Martina, if I can have the ability.
Recording stopped.
There we go.
Recording in progress.
All right, and I'm going to pull up a slide here. Let me know when you guys are able to see it. Give me thumbs up. I can see you. Okay, so I'm part of the Extra Digit Movement, like I said, and wealth is possible if you understand this formula. It's a simple formula. I can't believe they're not teaching us this in school, but you're going to learn today. in order for you to become wealthy, you have to use this principle called cash, asset, cash flow. It's just that simple. Cash, asset, cash flow. The problem with most people like myself, I can't speak for you, was I didn't have the cash to start this process until I met this young man called Brian Bean. Now, Brian Bean is a multi-millionaire here today, but he came from humble beginnings. The good thing that I like about this young man is that he learned early. You know, he found the secret to wealth in his early 20s, you know, because he had mentors that taught him how to become wealthy. So he was working on a job they don't like, can't say the name of it, but they call it the Bank of America, where he was earning 3 figures every 2 weeks, found an opportunity like this, changed his life, and went from 3 figures every 2 weeks to 3 figures a week, 4 figures a month, 5 figures a year. Then he ended up getting 6 figures a year, 7 figures a year, and he made $1 million in his early 20s and then lost it because he was audited by the IRS because nobody taught him how to keep the money. So it's not about how much money you make, good people. It's all about how much money you keep. But here's the good thing. Brian being partnered up with another Brian, the CEO and founder of Brian House. And Mr. House has built 4 multi-million-dollar companies. And what he did was he took a bunch of experts and put them under the umbrella of MWR. And MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. And this is what we're here to do today, guys, is make wealth real. Now, MWR been around for about 4.5 years, but the people that we have partnered with has been around for 3 decades. And we have special experts in different fields of finance, has been around for 3 decades, and we have special experts in different fields of clients. We have a credit restoration firm that not only help you rebuild your credit, but restore it. Okay, we have a debt elimination team that helps you eliminate your debt, not just reduce it, but to eliminate. We have bill negotiators that will take your monthly expenses down, and then we have a wealth accumulation team that will show you how to live a legacy instead of just leave a legacy by building passive income. And that's what we want to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen, how to get to live a legacy and not just leave a legacy by providing passive income. So what we did now, we have this, what we call income shifting, where we're going to show you how to increase your cash flow, create some cash flow, and multiply your cash flow. Now, this is important with our cash flow membership system. Now, we're going to talk about cash flow stream 1 and 3, which is increase cash flow and multiply cash flow first, because you can become wealthy with just our membership. And then later on, we're going to talk about how to create some additional cash flow. So let's let the cat out of the bag. Let's let the cat out of the bag. Our membership is $149.97 per month. Now, that's all to have a team of experts. Now, I want you guys to understand that every wealthy person in America has a team of experts that show them how to create, multiply, increase their cash flow. Everybody has a team of experts. Believe me, they're not doing it by themselves because that's not the field that they became wealthy in. See, an actor field is acting, not money. LeBron James' talent is basketball, not money. Oprah Winfrey, you know, she's a talk show host. Her field is spreading news, and now she's building networks, but not money. So everybody has wealth experts on their team. Now, if you want to get something done, don't you want to have an expert? If your car broke down, wouldn't you want to have an expert mechanic to work on your vehicle? If you were sick, wouldn't you want to have a doctor that specializes in what your illness is to work on your health? If you was in trouble, wouldn't you want a professional lawyer to help get you out of trouble? Well, when it comes to money, we don't use professionals. We ask our friends, we ask our family, and many times they're in the same financial situation that we are. So today, you get to have a team of financial experts that's going to work in all areas of your finances. We're going to show you how to reduce your taxes. We're going to show you how to lower your bills, eliminate debt, raise your credit scores, and we're also going to provide the keys to home ownership for many people out there who are struggling trying to get a home. So we're turning renters into homeowners. Now we're going to take all the additional cash flow that we're going to create on the left side, and we're going to multiply it on the right side with our diversified cash flow funds, our private reserve, our land banking, our trust my assets and manage trades. Now, everything that we do when it comes to investing and multiplying your money is at low to no risk at all. Hear what I'm saying? Low to no risk at all. Okay, so let's start on the left-hand side. We're getting our own money back with cash flow stream number one. See, what you got to understand is you have the money to start the cash asset cash flow process, but there are three entities that is taking the money away from you. Number one, taxes, which is your largest expense. Understand this. The government is taking 1/3 of your income. When you get paid and you see your check, the gross and the net, the gross is what you made, the net is what you take home. Everything in between is taxes, state taxes, federal taxes, Social Security. And when you get your money in the bank, we take it out the bank. Everything you spend on is tax. You go to the grocery store, sales tax, buy a home. There's properties, there's ad valorem taxes. We got city taxes, county taxes, luxury taxes, capital gain taxes. We even have taxes when you pass away. Okay? So you lose 1/3 of your income to taxes. We got to get back. So you in the chat, man, put in the chat. Let's get that back. Let's get our tax back. We're working 1/3 of the year from January to April. Now, from May to August, you're losing another 1/3 of your income to debt. Because if you want the home, you get a home loan. You want the car, you get a car loan. You want the education, you get student loans. But every time you go get a loan, it comes with this penalty called interest. And interest is the price you pay to have the right to own something in advance that you cannot afford. So we got to show you how to eliminate interest, because compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. And wealthy people that understand compound interest, they earn it. Everybody else who don't ends up paying it. Now, the last entity that's taking your wealth is big business, because we live in a country that's built off of capitalism. And there's nothing wrong with capitalism, but if you don't understand how capitalism works, everybody that does capitalize off of you. That's why in this country, there's a big spending event or a holiday every single month for you to participate in. Right now, see, my son was out of school for this weekend for St. Patrick's Day. We turning the river green in Savannah, right? Next month, we're going to be buying chocolate eggs and Easter bunnies for with Easter, right? And then in May, we're going to be buying flowers and candies for our mothers. And in June, there's Father's Day. In July, hey, we're going to celebrate Independence Day. This is where people literally take their money and set it on fire, buying fireworks. Can you imagine? That's literally setting your money on fire to blow up in the sky and make these pretty colors. Right? Then in April, kids are going back to school. That's a major big spending event. September is Labor Day. October is Halloween. Thanksgiving is in November. Now in Thanksgiving, we got Brown Thursday. Yes, stores are open up on Thursday, so we don't kill each other on Black Friday. Then we got Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, Tech Tuesday. You know, November is packed because we want to get you built up for Christmas, which is the largest capitalistic month of the whole year. And it's supposed to be about Christ, but big business made it about passing gifts to people you don't even like. That's why they call it Secret Santa at work. And you're forced to participate in these events because you don't want to look like a Scrooge, but you don't like the person in the next cubicle, right? So what do, guys? We got to be able to take capitalism and we need to participate in it instead of always contributing to it. So we're going to show you a way, a strategy. So if you're going to spend your money on the 85-inch screen TV, hey, let's turn it into a tax deduction. If you're going to spend your money every 6 months to upgrade your iPhone, let's turn it into a tax deduction. If you're going to buy that expensive car, let's turn it into a tax deduction. And we're going to talk about that a little later. So let me get back to my slide. That's our membership is $149 per month, but it's packed with value. And I don't want you to think about the money because this is not an expense. It is actually an investment. And I'm going to show you how this becomes an investment and not an expense. Okay. So if you want your cash flow to go up, and this is what we're talking about, increasing our cash flow, 3 things has to go up and 3 things has to come down. We need to take you from the left side where your current cash flow is and bring you to the right side to where you can get some passive income steady coming. Now, I talk to you about taxes, debt, and expenses. Those things has to go down. But at the same time, our membership will increase your income. That's good, right? We're going to increase your credit score because we understand that cash is king, but credit rules the system. And your credit scores determine how much money you're going to pay for money, okay? So, and we're going to increase your assets. Okay. Now, with our membership, this is the value. When it comes to tax savings, our members save anywhere between $200 to $600 per month, y'all. As a collective organization, we did $250 million in savings, $250 million. When it comes to debt, our average member eliminate $64,000 worth of debt. I personally eliminated $80,000 and a 30-year mortgage. So we have reduced collectively 37,000 years of paying debt from our debtors. Now, when it comes to our credit score, our average credit score is increased by 120 something points, which saves us about $140 per month because we get to lower our interest rates and our premium. And all of this is bringing cash flow back into your home. So you got to understand each one of our services is worth the $149 alone. So throughout this presentation, I want you to ask yourself, what is the value of what they're trying to offer me? So on average, our members, they save about $2,000 per month. This is on average, $2,000 per month, some more, some less. So Martina, hey, let's talk about it. Can you come on screen with me and let's have a conversation. So let's show people how this value works. Okay. So Martina, I want you to pull out your calculator because we gotta show the value. Can you pop up side by side with me?
I believe I'm there.
There you go. Okay. So Martina, I want you to get your calculator out, and I just want you to let's show the people the return on investment, because I said the 149 is not an expense, it's an investment. And the way you calculate the investment, good people, so take out your pen and pad. We're going to go to school here for a little bit. You got to take your profit, which is on average $2,000, and divide that by the 149, and then multiply that by 100 to get the decimal to change places and to turn it into a percentage. If you was to do that, what is the return on your investment on average?
On average, 2,000 divided by
149.
149.
Let's just say 150 because it's 149.97. 150.
2,000 divided by 150.
And then multiply that by 100 so we can move the decimal.
1333.
1333. You would never have that type of return with something that's reducing your income automatically. Now, Martina, let's let's get a little bit personal. Now, let's see. Well, I'm gonna save you for last. I'm gonna save you for last. But I'm gonna ask for a volunteer because we're about to get into our question and answer. But I want to know if anybody had received any tax savings from an instant pay raise. If you can raise your virtual hand, and Martina, if you can bring them up so we can have a conversation. Anybody that received an instant pay raise. Okay. We got Derek Ray from Augusta, GA. So Derek Ray, if you can come off mute for me, please, sir.
There we go.
There we go.
Yes,
so
sir.
Derek
What's
Ray
going on?
from Augusta, GA. Hey, you got the instant pay raise. Do you mind sharing with us what that instant pay raise was?
Oh, yes. When I did the adjustment of my W-4, instantly, that's when I had a job, got the W-4 adjusted, it brought back an extra $1,000 back into my household, which was an extra $12K for the year.
Derek, I wasn't expecting that. Wow, $1,000.
I was paying too much in taxes before I became a business owner.
Wow, my God. Well, Derek, your return on investment is just astronomical. I wasn't even expecting that. So if I was to take your rate of return, see, I told you good people on average $2,000, but Derek Ray, hey, $1,000, divide that by 150 and then multiply that by 100. Derek Ray, you had a 666% rate of return on your initial investment. Now, Derek,
yes,
when you made that W-4 adjustment with the experts, how long did it take for you to get that rate of return back?
I saw it within 2 weeks, roughly around 2 weeks of my next pay period cycle when it came through.
So are you telling me that you saw the results from the experts before your payment was even due?
Yes, sir.
So that sounds like you got a free membership.
Yes, it did.
That's paid by the government.
Paid by the government.
Is that value?
That's value right there.
That's value all day long.
Day.
Derek, I need you to stick around, sir. I need you to stick around. So, good people, this is what I'm saying. I don't want you to think about the price. I always want you to think about the value. So I'm gonna say it again. On average, now Derek is above average. We bring back $2,000 per month when it comes to all of our strategies, your taxes, your debt, your expenses, and your bills. So I want you to think about that. Now, that's cash flow stream number one. And then let's talk about cash flow stream number two, because this is where wealth is possible for everybody when you start to invest your money. See, if you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. I'm going to say that again. If you're not investing your money, you're not even on the road to wealth. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, hey, well, I do invest with my company, with my 401k. Hey, I do have some IRAs. I may have a TSP, and I do dibble dabble in the stock market. So I got you. You're on the road, but are you going anywhere? Because that's the question that I like to ask people who tell me that they are investing is, what is the return on that investment? Now, just listen to Derek Ray, just by himself. Hey, he's at 666% every single month, just with putting the money back into his check. Now, what investment, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, 401k, IRAs, TSP is bringing you in that type of return? I want you to think about that. See, there's information for public people, and then there's information for private people. And Derek got some private information that put him on the road to wealth, and we haven't even started investing it. So now let's talk about some of our wealth building products we have. We have the Diversified Cash Flow Fund, which is basically a savings account on steroids. And I'm going to explain a little bit of what all these are. We have a private reserve account, which is for your retirement, is almost the exact same thing as a diversified cash flow account, but it's for longer term. All right. We are going to offer people the keys to home ownership who are renting. We also have land banking, where we're going to put you in the path of growth. So you're going to be in the way, and somebody's going to have to come knock on your door and purchase land from you retail that you bought wholesale, 20 to 40% below value. Okay. Now, we also have managed my trade, where we're going to be trading all around the world, but you're not going to be doing it. We're going to be doing it for you, because everything that we do is done for you. Put that in the chat. Is done for you. So you don't have to be an expert on none of these things. You don't have to know nothing about it. Just know that it's here to help you grow, and our experts do all the work. Now, once we get you a boatload of money and a boatload of assets, we're going to show you how to protect it with Trust My Assets. Okay. And when you get to the Trust My Asset part, hey, that's when you're playing a whole different game. I mean, you're in the big boy leagues now. So let's talk about this a little bit more. Start with keys to home ownership. See, we understand that home ownership has now become a little bit difficult with the days and times. You know, the pandemic has driven prices up. Inflation is up. You know, there are so many people that are renting from let's say $1,300 to $3,000 renting. Now, if you're renting something between $1,300 and $3,000, don't you think you can afford a mortgage? Yeah, absolutely. Now, we understand that. Now, the problem when it comes to renting, some people don't have the credit scores to match. We don't care about your credit scores. If you're paying your rent consistently, that's what we care about, because that lets us know you can afford the mortgage. Some people have good credit scores, but they don't have the down payment to get the loan. Well, if you're short on cash flow, we're going to help you build that down payment. Some people have the credit scores and they have the down payment, but they debt to ratio or they debt to income ratio is out of whack. We're going to help you with that too. So whatever your needs are, whether you're in Section 8 or you're a business owner and you're writing off everything and banks don't want to fund you, we're going to put you some keys in your hand, even if we have to purchase the home ourselves for you and then self-fund it for you. All right. There's nobody else doing that. So that's our keys to home ownership. So if you know anybody that want to own a home, hey, MWR Financial Keys to Home Ownership is where they want to be. Now, when it comes to land banking, you're going to get the deed to your property. And right now we're building in Antelope Valley, California. This is the hottest land in the country. Is right outside of Los Angeles. Now, below Los Angeles is the ocean, right? So we have to go back north, right? So this land is hot because Los Angeles then became overcrowded. So they're pushing north, and they're going to run smack into us. Now, we know that this land is hot because success leaves clues. We got Warren Buffett and already put $2.5 billion in Antelope Valley. We got the military and NASA then already set up shop in Antelope Valley, California. The 2028 Olympics is scheduled to be in Southern California. So it behooves you to try to purchase some land and get in the way, get in the path of growth. And so somebody can knock on your door and probably instantly make you a millionaire. Who knows, right? And be like our good partners, Dana Turnquest and Angela Johnson, who is displaying the deed to their property. See, they own it. You get a deed to that land in Antelope Valley, California. Now, I did talk to you about a trust. When you get to the trust portion, this is where the game changes. And owning a trust fund, we can lower your taxes to 5% to zero. 5% to zero. Now, this is a three-legged monster that you have to have in your life. Now, let me explain how this three-legged monster works. You take all the income that you earn and you put it in a business trust. Now you're not earning the money anymore. Your business earns it. Now your business don't want to pay the taxes on that money, so it's able to disperse 100% of its profits to your family trust. This is where you're going to pay your bills, your expenses out of, right? And then you're going to take the rest of that money, so you don't pay the taxes on it, and you're going to push it to your foundation trust, which is really a 501(c)(3), which is a nonprofit organization. This is where the legacy begins right here. Your money is protected from lawsuits. It's protected through divorce. You know, you ain't got to worry about going into probate court. This is how you protect yourself. And I always wondered why wealthy people always have a foundation. The Oprah Winfrey Foundation, the LeBron James Foundation, the Tyler Perry Foundation. If you're making some money, they have a foundation. And you too can have what? A foundation. See, I told you, hey, there's information for the private, and then there's information for the public. But we at MWR Financial, our job is to bridge the gap, and everybody can have a piece of the American dream. So when you get to this level in your life, to where you got to build this three-legged monster, hey, you're winning. You're winning. Now, I'm going to take the time right here, and I'm going to ask some questions. And in the middle of asking questions, I'm also going to pull up some people to give some testimonies about our membership. So the questions that I want you to ask is about membership only, increasing your cash flow or multiplying your cash flow. And trust me, when we come back, we're going to get into the creation of cash flow. We're going to put some fuel on the fire. But right now, if you can raise your virtual hand and let me know who's out there, any guests seeing this for the first time, have any questions on how we can reduce your taxes, eliminate your debt, reduce your bills, build your passive income, increase your credit scores, come off of mute and raise your hand and let me know who you are. Any questions? Any questions? Now, I know we have a shy audience. We always do. We always do. But while you guys are being shy,
unmute yourself. So please unmute yourself and ask your question hand, and we can make it order.
Ask your question. Now, we do have somebody monitoring the chat. So if you're shy, go ahead on and put your questions in the chat, and we will get to your questions. But before we do that, while we're waiting on you to build up your nerves, I'm going to ask Jason Thomas if he can raise his hand and give us his testimony. I always love hearing from this young man if he's out there. Okay, we got a hand up. Okay, let me unmute yourself and then ask your question.
Yes, I have a question. I would like a little bit more detail on the land information, or the taxes as I work with buying land in California. Is California the only place you all got, or is it the best spot for right now?
Okay, you're coming in a little bit broken. I did catch that you want to know something about the land in California, but I didn't quite get the actual question. Can you
hear me, Coach Ivory?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. He said he understood the information you were sharing about the land in California. Is that the only place that you are available to purchase land and make this return?
Right. Right now, California is the place that we're building. California is the place where our company done bought thousands of acres of land to sell out to our members, because that's the hottest land and the most valuable land right now in the country. So Antelope Valley is the place to be, like the Beverly Hillbillies, right? So California is the place you want to be. So yes, that's the only place that we have available right now to purchase land in California.
Does that answer your question, Neo?
Yes, and just one more thing. What range are you looking at for purchasing this land in California?
Okay. Now, when it comes to purchasing the land, see, you want to get with our wealth experts, and they're going to go through the process of purchasing this land. So anything that's doing with our wealth membership, diversified cash flow, managed trust, private reserve account, land banking, even the keys to home ownership, you have to have a consultation with the experts so they can see where you sit at financially, and then they're gonna show you what you can get and how you can get it and how much of it you can have based on your financial situation. The one thing that MWR would never do is put you in harm's way when it comes to your finances. So we got to make sure that once you start this investment process that you can see it through. Does that make sense?
Absolutely makes sense to me.
Yes, yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So once you get your membership, you get with those experts and have a one-on-one consultation. Let them know what your situation is, and they'll let you know what they can provide for you to fit your needs and your wants.
Coach Ivor, we also have a question in the chat by a guest. Diana Powell asked, she has a 501c in North Carolina. What can she do to purchase land with that?
Okay, again, it's actually the same answer, because I've done everything with this company from A to Z, but you want to get with the experts. The experts is going to tell you everything that you need to do in order to purchase land. So like for me, I was able to purchase land in California, 14 acres for $40,000 is what I paid for it. It grew 37.5% in its first year. 37.5% in its first year. But I didn't even have to write a check for it because I was working. I had a 401k. I had an IRA that was losing money because it was in the middle of the pandemic. When I got here, the wealth expert says, hey, pull your money out. You can transfer that money from your 401k, your IRA, and purchase your land in your private reserve account. And I didn't even have to stroke a check. Only thing I did was move from a 401k that was growing at 4%, or it was actually losing money at that time, and then moved it to land banking that grew 37.5%. So while everybody was losing money in the IRAs, the 401ks, the TSP, my money was over here growing at 37.5%. I had the private reserve account. It was growing at 18% first year. So they will let you know what you need to do in order to shift that money to a profitable entity. Did that answer your question? I hope so. All right. Any other questions? All right. We out there now. Any other questions? Going once. Going twice. All right. Okay. Well, good people, if you're out there and you have a testimony about our good membership and you would like to share with our guests, could you raise your virtual hand and let us hear from you? Let them know what this amazing company has done for you. Any members out there that want to share what the company has done for you in a short amount of time, because we ain't been here long. Okay, we got a Derek Ray from Augusta, GA again. Okay. All right, Derek.
Hey, I didn't know if you want me to continue on with that or you'll give someone else another opportunity to say their testimony.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Derek, because I know your testimony. I'm going to save you for last. So let me put a couple of people on screen here, and we just going to let them share. Okay. So, Miss Phyllis, how you doing?
Doing wonderful, and you are too. Thank you so much, Mr. Sir Charles Ivory, and everyone that's on here. Just welcome, welcome, welcome. I did want to say that I took advantage of the keys to ownership before it was even called that. I had been renting for 7 years. And in 2019, I'm a founder member and have been with this company, with this program for 4.5 years now. In 2019, I had the opportunity to turn that 7-year renting to ownership. It took 29 days. Those experts, they really do the job. They looked at our credit scores. They looked at our debt to income ratio. I'm glad you mentioned that, Charles. They looked at everything that had to do with us. Now, as a retired person, okay, I didn't have a job, didn't have a W-2, none of that. Did have a business. They were able to get us on paper so that we were in the right balance of funds. So what that did for us, it increased our credit scores. Credit scores weren't bad. Mine was 736. My husband's was 723. We are now at 809 and 820. Okay, so we are now in the 800 club. That got us from $44,000 in mortgage interest savings. We were able to totally eliminate all our credit card debt. 11 credit cards now down to 1. We only need 1. So the home was purchased, the credit scores went up, our interest rates, we saved $44,000 in interest by making the purchase instead of just shoving out money for rent. And we have paid off 2 vehicles. My husband loves vehicles, okay? We have the titles now to 2 vehicles, his Silverado truck and also a Honda that we have. But we're now in the frame of mind, our mindset, okay, is not spend. We're looking for that investment opportunity, okay? So now we are looking at different vehicles that will help our money accumulate so that while we're asleep at night, we want that passive income. And I thank you so much, Charles, and for doing this and for letting everybody know that wealth is possible to the little people. Okay,
Absolutely.
It's possible to everybody.
Well, let's talk about little people, and I mean that literally. I'm gonna bring on the young lady, Miss Marcella, and I'm only talking about in height. That's a height joke. Okay, so Marcella, how you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. You are doing great, and thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. You kind of faint, but use your outside voice.
Okay, that's good.
It's about the same, but go ahead. I think we can make it out.
Okay. Well, when I came into MWR, I had just retired that year, and I thought that I was good, and I found out when I had to hit my 401. I wasn't being able to put that back like I really wanted to. So when my daughter introduced me to MWR Financial, I said, okay, let me see. And it was the best. Okay. My business is self-funded now, and my cash bill, the bill shredders have saved me $2 on my cash bill for the year, and then for my Xfinity Comcast bill, I got a savings of $238 for the year. My credit has gone up from a 672. It is now, I finally hit the 700 club, so I'm at a 756. So, and I had paid off some credit cards. So, I mean, the advice that I'm getting, and then as far as the debt elimination, my creditors had me in debt for the next 34 years, and MWR debt elimination team has me out in 12, just doing what I'm doing, saving me over $93,000 in interest. So, I mean, that is amazing. And I had the opportunity to open my own PRA account. So, I mean, I'm on my way to doing greater things like that I never even thought imaginable. So thank you, MWR Financial, and thank you, Mr. Charles, for allowing me to share this testimony. And I hope y'all feel what I feel, because I'm gonna tell you, every time I say this, I hear myself saying it, and I am so excited. I am super excited. So I'm watching myself grow. So, feels good.
Well, thank you for that energy. Thank you for that energy, and sound like you winning, because I heard you say your business is self-funded. Now, I'm going to bring Derek Ray to the screen. Now, Derek has done everything from A to Z. He's an OG in the company. But Derek, here's what I want you to do, because I know your testimony is long and we want to finish up. Just give us what this company has done for your kids, because we really try to drive this thing home of living a legacy instead of leaving a legacy. What have you done with this membership when it comes to your children?
Thanks. Yes, I got 2 kids in the business, Mr. Charles, and they benefited basically after our basic initiative started into the business. Now, my daughter, her name's Jasmine. She's 29. She just closed on a home this past summer of last year, and so she took the opportunity to basically already had her credit scores at a good level between where she can get pre-approved. She was gaining also in business income, extra $600 a month. And so with the education that she gets with being in this company and with this team, she took advantage of it, even took it to a job, because matter of fact, and now that she got a new home, also she can afford housekeeper to come by every week to come back, and just do that too. So I'm kind of jealous on that one. So, but she figured it out. She worked it out. Now my son, he's also an entrepreneur, just like I am. He took advantage of this business too as well. He took the extra money he has made, which is extra $600 a month. He has also opened up a private reserve account, just like my other daughter too, Jasmine. They both have private reserve accounts too. That's basically in their name. So that's long-term money that's going to be sitting there waiting on them to whenever they want it. Or if they don't need it, they can basically have it passed down to their future children's children. And so, but my son, had no debt. He had a little bit, I guess, when we first started, when he was in college. And though he went to college his first year, but he kind of did the math. And so he said the math don't add up. If I got to keep on having these student loans, for the next 2 to 3 years, he said I can make more money being in business than trying to wait down the road and pay off a lot of debt. So after 1 year, he's full-time with me. And so he said, we're going to do the family business all in one. So but in a nutshell, that is the great benefits to where it created a lot of time and freedom to where me and my kids, we can always get together. Right now, my daughter, she's traveling somewhere this past weekend. So she'll be back, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, so they got a lot of flexibility. My son, as y'all know, will be traveling to another city in Atlanta this week. And so he's like ready to rock, ready to roll. So we're going to hang out, have fun with the family.
It's nothing
Thank
like
you, Charles. That's
all
all I had.
Hey, well, that ain't all you have, but that's what you're gonna give us time for. Because let me tell you, Derek got cows, Derek got everything, right? But thank you, Derek, for your testimony, because that's important. You said a lot of things about time freedom. That's great. Having the ability to spend more time with your family. Because listen, people, there's only 2 types of equity in life: time and money. Now, we can always make money, and we're going to show you how to make some money here very shortly, but you cannot make any more time. Time is precious. Time is very, very precious. Now, let me kind of explain how all this stuff works, how we make wealth real for you. So now, if you take income stream number 1 and get your taxes down, get your debt down, get your expenses down, get your cash flow up, and then maneuver it to the multiplication side of the house. And we start off with our diversified cash flow fund, which is a savings account on steroids, where you're growing a minimum of 4%. There's no other saving account giving you that guaranteed, and you can borrow from it, but your money never leaves the account when it comes to earning interest on it. So what I mean by that is you have $10,000 in that account, borrow $5,000, your money is still growing at 4%. That's the floor level at $10,000, like you never took it out. Now, that's very important because we have the managed trade fund. So let's say you took the $10,000, you took $2,000 out of that and put it to our managed trade fund. Now your money is double dipping. So while your money is still earning interest in the diversified cash flow fund, like it's still there, we got wealth experts multiplying your money for you, right? You got to see the value in that. So your money is multiplying while it's growing over here. You pull out your initial seed, put it back, and you let this money just keep recycling. Go back to your diversified cash flow fund and pull some money out of that, and then purchase you some land banking or purchase you a private reserve account while your money is still being traded and growing interest all around the world, while your diversified cash flow fund is still gaining interest. Y'all got to see this. And then once you get your assets, then we lock it down into a trust, my asset, and then you pay 5% to 0 in taxes for the rest of your life. Boom, check, match, game over. So that's how our membership works. For $149, it covers 2 people. Again, don't think about the price. Think about the value. I want you to think about this. If you never had to pay taxes again, is that worth $149 a month? Just that by itself. Just that by itself. All right. So now, let's throw some fuel on the fire with creating some cash flow with our home-based business opportunity. Now, for $100 increase one time, this is not $249 per month. This is $249 one time, and then it goes back to the regular $149 a month. So basically, you have a business that only costs you $100 more, and then you get the left, the middle, and the right. Right? You're increasing, creating, and multiplying all at the same time. So now I want you to think about earning daily pay. We get paid every single day, daily and weekly. Now, this is my good friend Brian Bean that I introduced to you earlier. This is the young man that showed me this business. This is his actually daily pay stubs. Daily. Yeah, you heard me right. So one day, $6,770 one day, $11,410 one day, $14,330 one day. Now, this is all 1 week now. And this is just 3 days out of the 7, because we get paid on the weekends. Yes. We get paid on holidays. Yes. Every single day. Now, how is this money created? Charles, show me the money. Well, with our business opportunity, anytime you share this opportunity with somebody and they want to partner with you, we give out a $50 sponsorship bonus. So what is the business, Charles? Well, you're looking at it. You're here with us. This is the business. We're just sharing information with people. And the person that shared the information with you, open up your gallery and look at them right now and see what they're doing right now. Just look at them. What are they doing? If they camera on, look at them. They doing absolutely nothing, right? They doing absolutely nothing, okay? So you get $50 for every person that partners with you. Now, because our company wants you to get off to a fast start, we have a momentum bonus. And our momentum bonus goes anywhere between $150 to $900 in 90 days. So if you get 3, just 3, and 3 is the magic number here, people. 3 is the magic number. You get 3 people to partner with you in 30 days. Not only do you make $150 in sponsorship bonus, but we give you an additional $150 in a momentum bonus. Now, 3 is the magic number. So if you help those 3 and duplicate what you just did and get 3, guess what? In 60 days, if you could do that within 60 days, you get $450. Okay. And if you can help those people that came in, just duplicate that with the number 3 in 90 days, you get $900 per month, not per month. And in fast start momentum bonus, that's a total of $1,500. Okay. But this is what it looks like. Here you are. Here are your 3 people. That's $150 per month. Your business is waived if you get 1 outside customer. So 3 business partner and 1 outside customer, you're getting $150 per month. Now, you heard Marcella say her business is self-funded. That's exactly what it means. She's not paying for it anymore. The business is paying for it. You heard Derek Ray said he got $1,000 with strategy number 1. He's not paying for his business. The government is paying for it, right? And so if you do the duplication process, 3 that gets 3, that's 12 people in your organization. When you get 12 people in your organization, you at level 2. That's $20 a day. That's $600 a month. But not only that, at level 2, you also open up a performance bonus to where if your team grows by 6, you get $300 per week, ladies and gentlemen, $300 per week. Now, you ain't got to get all 6 yourself because you already started with 3. So now if you got 3 that got 3, you got a team of 12. If half of them get 1, you get $300 per week. If 3 of them gets 2, you get $300 per week. If 6 of them get 1 or 1 gets 6 or you get 6, that's $300 per week. Now, when you add that to the $20 per day, that's $1,800 per month. All right. So can you see how we can throw some fuel under the fire? But guess what, ladies and gentlemen, it gets better than that. Even though that's good, but I want to show you how Brian got to those 6,000, 11,000, and 14,000 per day. As you go up the rank, every time you get 6 people, right? We show in your back office how far you need to go. You got these 6 heads here. You got a time clock. When you get 3, it tells you need 3 more. You get all 6, it says 0 more. Now you earn the $300. But when you get to level 3, ladies and gentlemen, when you get to level 3, you're eligible to earn $30 to $150 per day per customer that joins your organization. That's on top of your daily pay, which we're going to get to here in a minute. So imagine on level 3, anybody comes in your organization, you get $30. Now I'm on level 6, so I get $60. Now, if somebody on level 3 brings somebody in, I get the difference between them and myself. So they get 30, I get 30. You can't get no better than that. Now, Mr. Bean is on level 10. So he gets $100 every time he personally sponsors somebody in. But when I put somebody in, he gets the difference, which is $40. I'm going to show you how this thing works. It's amazing. So we got 3 tiers to our business income. All right. Tier number 1 is our executive director rank. Now, our goal is for everybody to at least get to level 2. Why? Because it unlocks the performance bonus and you're guaranteed $20 a day, $600 a month. Now, a lot of people don't understand how valuable $600 a month is. Now, Martina, you're at $20 a day. Let's look at what we do and how our membership leverage this $600. So, Martina, you at $600. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
That's correct. So here's what we're going to do, Martina. We're going to bring that calculator out and we're going to show you how valuable that $600 is. Now, Martina, most people, let me see if I can put you here with me. Let me
I'm on here with you.
Okay. All right. So most people invest and they earn probably about 4%. That's a safe risk. 401ks, IRA growing at 4%. We're going to use 5%. The bank ain't giving you no percent. Okay. Let's understand that now. So let's see how much money you would have to have invested to earn that same $600. You with me?
I'm with you.
Hey, men lie, women lie, children, but them numbers, they don't lie, right?
Don't lie.
So let's take the $600 and divide that by 5%. Okay, so $600 divided by 5%.
$12,000.
$12,000. So you got to have $12,000 per month, growing at 5% to earn that $6,000. I mean, that's $600.
Yes, sir.
$12,000 per month, Martina. That's $144,000 per year. $144,000 if you want to get $600 per month. Now, Miss Martina, is it easier for you to take your hard-earned labor and build an account of $144,000 so you can get $600 per month, or is it easier to get 3 people to partner with you and then teach them how to get 3 people, and then you add $600 per month?
It's much easier to duplicate myself in 3 people.
Now, we can do this in less than 30 days, correct?
Yes, we can.
Absolutely. So, hey, I appreciate you, Miss Martina. I want Taniko, raise your hand. Raise your hand so the people in the back can see you and we can bring you on. Because see, Taniko came in business with us, I believe in January. So Taniko, if you can tell your story. Well, we're not going to even let you tell your story. Just answer my question. Did you come in January? So you've been in business for how long?
I came in January the 15th. And
January the 15th.
And I sit still for about 4 days.
And you sat still for 4 days.
4 days.
Now, Taniko, where are you at in our compensation plan? Because you came in January, so February, March.
Yes, 2 months.
2
so
months.
As of right now,
You guys run that
months,
back. Run that back. Okay, so he came in January. He's been in for 2 months and a few days. Like really a few days. 2 months and a few days. And you're earning how much per month?
I'm earning $1,500 per month. I'm a 3-star.
$1,500 per month, which is
$50 a day
per day. Now, Taniko, hey, let's do the math on you. In 2 months, if we take $1,500, divide that by 0.05, that means you got to have how much per month in order to make that? 30,000?
Yeah.
Yep.
30,000. Now take that 30,000 and multiply that by 12. How much you need to have per year?
360,000.
Now, Taniko, now let me ask you. Can you see the value in it? Is that worth $149?
All day, every day, and maybe twice.
I mean, I want
on
you
Sunday and
listen,
triple time on a holiday.
On a holiday, I want you guys to understand what it takes for you to earn the amount of money that we are providing you the opportunity to receive with no labor tied to it. I don't know how long. Taniko, how many people you know that earns $360,000 per year to where they can earn $50 a day, $1,500 per month?
I really don't, man. This has been absolutely amazing. Honestly, it really, really has. And me working with my wife Valerie, you know, she's a trailblazer too. That's my rock, man. And she's working it. So after today, she'll be at the $20 a day. So together, we're really at about $2,100 together in 2 months.
In 2 months. So
in 2
basically,
months.
You need to have 360,000, and she need to have 144,000.
That's correct.
For y'all to earn the income that. Listen. Hold on. My goodness. Let's shut this down for the people in the back. I want to make sure, guys, that you understand what it is that we're saying to you. I want you to understand what it is that we're saying to you. And we just on level 2, guys. Well, they on level 3, right? They on level 3. But our compensation plan for executive, this is getting started, goes from $5 a day to $150 per day. That's $54,000 a year. This is some people's full-time job. But now for those of you that are more ambitious, need more money, hey, where our regional director ranks go from $200 a day to $1,000 a day. That's $30,000 per month, $365,000 per year. Now, if you want to be in the top 5%, hey, let's go to the national ranks at $1,500 per day to $15,000 per day. That's $500,000, $5.4 million a year. We are the ultimate cash flow company, y'all. So this is what Brian Bean's day looked like. This is one day. So I'll talk to you about those leadership bonus where you make $30, $40, $50, all the way up to $150. Now, Brian Bean, daily guarantee, if nothing ever happens, he's guaranteed $1,000 a day. But so I want you to see what happens before 5 o'clock, before 5 o'clock p.m. Somebody came in, $30, $30, $30. $50, $100. Now, this $100, that's somebody he put in. How do I know? Because he got $100. Now, he don't know these people here. He just know this one. $30. And then he got his daily guarantee. This is 5 o'clock, y'all. And then after 5 o'clock, guess what happened? More people came in this day. $50, $50, $30, $70, $30, $70. That's how he got a $14,000 a day paycheck, guaranteed, with your daily pay and your bonuses. This is what it looks like when you start off in the beginning. See, $5 is big. Most people don't understand how big $5 is. Here's what the $5 do. First, it makes your business self-funded. Secondly, it lets you know that we're paying out, right? That it works. Now, this person went from $5 to $20 at the bottom. So as soon as you get 12, boom, you get paid. This guy went from 200 to 300. This one went from 500 to 1,000. This is what you want your phone to light up and look like every day at 5 o'clock. Now, this is my personal story, just to let you know how fast this thing can go if you put some fuel on the fire. So my story is, hey, I joined the business 3.5 years ago. 5 months after joining the business, I got laid off my job due to the pandemic. It was a 90-day layoff, but it was 90 days without pay. Because of the experts, they showed me how to put $600 back into my paycheck. I shared that with a bunch of people. They partnered with me. I started earning my $5 a day November the 6th. A couple of weeks later, I was at $20 a day. A couple of weeks later, I was at $30 a day. You know, a month later, I was at $50 a day, just like Tanico. Hey, we kind of running on that same path, Tanico. But fast forward to July, when they called me back to work, I was at $300 a day, $9,000 a month. And I did with anybody else making that type of money that's working on a job that they really not care about. I fired my boss. But not only me, but my wife fired her boss as well. But I'm not the only one. See, we building the Fire Your Boss campaign. So some of my other business partners like Gail Andrews, who used to work for the IRS, Christy Howard, who used to be a bartender at the most busiest airport in the United States. And then Sean T. Hill was a school teacher firing his boss. Now, let me let you know, also, you heard from Derek Ray. Derek Ray fired his boss. And Tanico and Valerie, I kind of feel like on the road that you're on right now, somebody gonna get fired. Real soon.
Real soon.
Real soon, real soon. And I know we're running out of time. Actually, our time is up. So basically now, and I'm gonna stop here and open it up for questions. But basically, we're looking for two types of people, man. We're looking for the people that want to take the business and not the business, take the membership and let the experts work on every area of their finances. I should be showing y'all this here right here, but I'm gonna get to this part right here. To work on every area of their finances for $149.97 per month, and it covers two people, guys. You and a loved one. And then we have the people that want those daily checks, the people that's getting a return on their investment, like Martina, Derek Ray, and the Chapmans. You know, if you all in, hey, it's $249, $100 upgrade one time, and then it's $149 per month. So let the person that brought you to this Zoom, let them know, hey, where you stand, a number 2 or a number 1. It doesn't matter, because you can reach your goal either way. Number 2, I showed you how to get your cash flow and then multiply it. And number 1, I showed you how to create some cash flow so you can throw some fuel on that fire so you can multiply your cash flow even faster. Okay, so let us know what your status is, or you're a 1 or a 2. And I'm going to sit here for a few minutes, and I'm going to open it up for questions again. So if you have any questions about our comp plan or how our system works, hey, I'm here. And we got some good people online that maybe your question, we can pull out a testimony too, to kind of help answer it. So raise your virtual hand if you have a question. Do not leave here not knowing whether you want to do this or not. If you have any research you want to do, the research is done right here. If you want to see how well this company do, hey, you need to go to our testimonial page on MWR Financial Testimonies, and you can see some amazing testimonies from thousands of our associates. But if you got a question, this is the time. This is the time. We got Derek Ray, who fired his boss. We got the Tanicos that's earning some serious money in just 2 months. Is Jason Thomas out there? I don't know if I saw him. If he is, I would like for him to raise his hand, because he has an amazing testimony. He's one of our few members that are serving this country. I always like to salute him and all that he do with his time and service, as well as Derek Ray. Derek Ray is a retired Sergeant Major in the military. I was in the military myself, so you know, we're trying to make wealth real for everybody. Any questions? If not, Miss Martina, hey, I was
getting ready to say, Coach, so you know, if the devil is getting the best of our internet, you know it's over there attacking Jason Thomas. Yes, we always have the internet gurus out here messing around with our Wi-Fi. But I don't see any questions coming up in the chat yet. You guys are available to type into the chat. But before I even take another breath, I just want you guys to come off mute if you can and salute, thank, yell, scream, holler, bring out the drum line or whatever you need to for that presentation from Coach C. I greatly appreciate it.
Yay, good job, Charles.
Awesome, Charles.
Good job, Charles. Legacy movement.
Way to go.
Thank you so much to the squad. Thank you so much to the family. Thank you so much to each and every one of you that have relaunched with us on this evening. This has been absolutely amazing. Definitely get back with the leader that shared this with you. Again, we have so many beautiful people that have launched with us on tonight. We had a presentation that was held by Mr. Brian Woods and Fatima Warren earlier. Good to see you, sir. I know your meeting was absolutely amazing with yourself as the presenter and Fatima as the host. I know we also have forthcoming this week, Bernie and her entire squad. They are coming out of the Virgin Islands, guys. They're doing a back-to-back triple play. They are going to be on Zoom. Definitely check out your invitees' social media, because we will be posting their meeting on this week as well. I'm just doing a little bit of filler time while we wait for the questions to come in, if there are any, but I doubt there will be any, Coach. You did such a thorough job, as always.
Well, I hope everybody see the value, because what we want to do is make sure that people see the value in MWR Financial on either side of the house where they choose, because we believe that we can make wealth real. I am so passionate about this company, and I know y'all didn't come here for a math class, but them numbers are impressive. I just got to tell you, and for those of you that don't know where you stand with those numbers, man, I hope you wrote down those formulas, because you need to share this type of information, because there is nothing else on this planet that's bringing this type of return on an investment at zero risk of loss.
Absolutely not. And you guys definitely jot that down on your notes. The testimonials link that was just put up, MWRfinancialresults.com, will lead you over to our Facebook testimonial groups. I tried to pull it up, but as you guys saw, as soon as I did, it stalled Coach out. So definitely write that web address down in your notes, so you will have it to go and do your research. But no, we're already proven. But when you go there, you will see real results from real people. Okay. So that's all we have for tonight. If any of our leaders that are launching tonight need to show your faces, need to make sure your guests know, because I do see several guests in here. Let your guests know that you were on the call. I do know we have Vane Baker out of Summerville, South Carolina. He is actually on the port. He's a longshoreman, and he is on the port actually showing people this presentation. I saw him pull a couple people to the screen. We have Deldy, we have Donna, we have Miss Phyllis, we have Dale, we have Daryl, all of you guys that launched. I'm so proud of you guys tonight. I'm so proud of you for coming to the front of the room, and we will be doing this again. If anybody want to say anything before we go ahead and dismiss for tonight?
I'd like to say something.
I can't see who that is. I want to make sure I bring you up.
Anthony Day from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Go right ahead, Mr. Day. So good to see you.
Hey, I'm not on cam right now. I apologize, but I just wanted to say y'all did a phenomenal job tonight presenting the material. Mr. Waymaker, Mr. Charles Ivory, always on point. Everybody else was phenomenal as well. I look forward to seeing y'all down in Atlanta, Georgia at the Game Changer.
Absolutely. And if you have not registered for that, I don't know if we're full yet, but I will go and check it out. GameChangerATL.com. One of my CTT squad members will drop that into the chat. GameChangerATL.com. So good to have each and every one of you. So good to see you, Mercy. So good to see you, Elva. I'm just naming the others on the team member. Hey, Miss Bernie. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Ro. Hey, Danielle, Cynthia. So good to see all of you on tonight. I don't want to prolong this any longer. Get back with the person that invited you tonight and let them know whether you are a 2 or a 1. Let them know that you are ready to get your ultimate cash flow flowing, guys, on tonight, whether you're a 2 or a 1. We look forward to catching you on the next one and get back with that individual so they can share our next meeting with you, just in case for some crazy reason you're still on the fence. You cannot unhear what you heard tonight. Catch you guys on the flip side.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Awesome.
Good night.
Awesome,
Good job,
awesome.
team. Y'all did great. Thank you.
Awesome.
Good night.
Good.